All right. So we have already covered performing an NCE investigation. Now we will now proceed into risk-based scoring, then followed by appropriateness criteria and plug analysis. All right, let's proceed. Now we have reviewed these slides before in our overview. The overall goals of OMS: first, to detect and correct errors; second, to change the process so that the errors is unlikely to happen again. And let me separate the third one because that's where we focus our discussion. The third, to identify and characterize problem-prone laboratory processes so improvement projects can be prioritized, designed, and implemented. We all understand the instruction to identify in this statement, but it's also important to explore and fully understand what characterize problem-prone laboratory processes may mean. When you hear the word accident-prone area, it means that several accidents have occurred in that area. Now, similarly, a problem-prone laboratory processes means several problems had been observed in that particular process, meaning there's an increase in frequency of problems. Now, here's a scenario. While preparing the laboratory budget, you discover you only have resources to address 3 problems this quarter. So which problem should you address out of the 1 to 9 problems? So which criteria we use to select? I will most probably arbitrarily choose, selecting maybe say I'll do the first 3 or maybe do the last 3. Now, what if you have the information on the frequency of these problems? Meaning looking at the frequency, it looks like problems 2, 4, and 6 occurs more frequently than others. So besides, oh, by the way, what quality management principle can we apply here? Well, that will be using factual-based approach towards decision making, right? Okay. So besides frequency, there are other parameters we may use to characterize our problems. Let's say, for example, problem 8, it may be a single occurrence, but if this problem resulted in the death of a patient due to a laboratory error, then now the decision now on which one should we address which problem will probably be altered. So this is where we now look at the impact or the magnitude of the problem. That is, severity times the frequency will give you the impact of the problem, which means this is a means, the impact or the magnitude is a means to semi-quantify risk characterization. Now, a rational criterion evaluates problem in terms of the risk to the organization. How much is the problem hurting us? The problems that hurt the most are the ones that we should assign the highest priority and assigning our use and using our limited resources. Organizations should evaluate risk in a consistent manner to decide the appropriate NCE pathway to take. By laboratory management justifying criteria, it provides a mechanism for defining and justifying alternative approach, as well as allowing your organization to demonstrate to the auditor that you have a controlled NCE process.